happens.
All righty then. Welcome to the newsiest of the fake news in the world today.
So true.
We're the fakest of the fake news.
True. Now I wanted to make sure that we use our this platform to keep Epstein in the news.
Release the bot.
Ironically, that was a little bit of my monologue today,
Excellent. Well, please do.
but it's a little different.
Okay.
It I have a little bit of a different take on this.
Okay, well, lay it on us.
So Trump sends, birthday sketches of women in their birthday suits to Epstein on his birthday.
Sure.
And the media is treating it like, a Da Vinci doodle. We already knew he was a perv. We already knew that they were both creeps. This is not breaking news. This is recycled slime. Meanwhile, in Philly, we're bleeding out of both sides of our pockets.
Yeah.
Grocery costs are more than, our SEPTA cards per week.
Yeah.
Does
the SEPTA thing affect you?
Yeah, absolutely it does.
Yeah.
You use SEPTA frequently?
Absolutely, all the time.
Well, that sucks too. Any of the have the rates gone up already, or are they just projecting it?
They're just projecting at this point.
Right.
At least the last time I bought a
Right.
TransPass.
Yeah.
Anyways, like rent across the city is like walking past our paychecks.
That's true.
Even my mortgage is going up because of the taxes.
Really? Yeah.
And they make it so hard to get like what do they call it? Oh gosh, what do they call it? Like the rancher, like when you
renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance.
No. When you fix up like when you own your home, like that the deduction you're supposed to get from the city.
Oh, the homestead.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. So they're making it harder to get that, or they're just reducing
It's already hard. Like, like I just got denied it, because my name isn't the first name on the deed, it's the second.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So I have to refile, not for this year.
Oh,
I can't do it for this year.
Shit. Oh man.
I have to do it for next year.
That sucks.
Jesus.
That's not fair.
Stupid as hell. That's
Meanwhile, we're expected to pay 20% tips on a $6 coffee that tastes like bean flavored hot air. And inflation's doing parkour across the city.
Yeah.
And every receipt, it seems like a ransom note.
Yeah.
And while everybody's distracted by the presidential doodles, the Syrian minorities are being massacred, and the headlines are being buried under fucking celebrity, porn, basically. Druze and Bedouins are being executed in hospitals, in places of worship, and when Israel is the only people willing to do something about it, they're treated like, they're the problem, or it's not mentioned why at all. At the end of the day, this isn't neglect, it's engineered silence. Because we noticed what's happening. When you notice what's happening in Syria or our own backyard, you have to confront the diplomacy is collapsed. The post-war institutions are paper tigers, and minority protections have become poker chips in this country, for the world, really.
Capitalism, man. It's all capitalism. Late
Immigration
stage
policy,
capitalism. Hmm?
immigration policy in the US looks like it was designed by Mad Libs. Federal funding is evaporating. The Department of Education just got gutted like a fish, at a deregulation banquet.
Yeah,
And, Philly public schools rely on that, man. Whether not just Philly public schools, but almost all Pennsylvania schools
right.
I
heavily
wonder,
rely.
have the teachers any more worried about that? I thought I heard something that they might be striking.
I have not heard about that.
Okay. Yeah, because somebody was I hadn't done any deep dive on it, but I just come across a Facebook reel or two where they're like, well, people, hey, great, the trash people got their contract, but just let's see some solidarity with the teachers when we do it. So I don't know.
That was kind of the last thing I had heard too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
think we're in the same place.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If anybody,
Anyways, that about wrapped my
yeah,
mouth.
That was fun.
yeah, yeah. There's
That was fun.
a lot of shit going on.
There's so much shit going on.
I do got to get better at doing though. So
No, you got it. I think it'd be easier if you pick one subject instead of a whole wrap up and just
Ah,
and like a deep dive rant on things, and you can do several of those. You know what I mean? Like,
you're
just
probably
rant.
right, but it's just so hard.
I'm
Like
sure.
it's so hard.
Well,
Like
how about Stephen
honestly,
Colbert getting canceled? That's one of the things
yeah.
he did, and now they're getting rid of him. And I bet that Jimmy Kimmel really is next. I mean,
And
and Jon
honestly, like
Stewart.
those were like some of the highest rated shows.
They are, and people watch them, and we used to watch them all the time. And Seth, I bet Seth's gonna be out.
yeah.
Because he can't handle, that was what was always driving him crazy, is that the late night hosts would always, mock him so atrociously that he just can't handle it. So of course he's gonna get rid of them if he can. It's crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah, I think if I had to do just one today, like I would have stuck with what was going on in Syria,
Yeah,
because
I would have guessed that.
I have Drew's friends that
Yeah.
have family in Syria, and like I I can't help but feel for them.
Sure.
Yeah,
The
I'm
whole
sure.
country, our country, the entire United States, there's all kinds of things you can be just as, there's all kinds of horrible things happening in Alligator,
Oh
Alcatraz.
yeah, that's
I
that's
mean, we've got a man died in custody. Children are being denied cancer payments. I mean, this is kids are
children are being forced into immigration hearings again
right, right.
and locked up again.
Again.
Yep.
So like you don't have to look too
Because
far to
it wasn't terrible enough the first time,
right. But I mean, you don't have to look that far as being as our channel is the local. You don't have to actually go all that far to find things that are really atrocious,
I know, but
surprisingly atrocious that
I
are
know, but
going
you have
on.
to. For me, it's a personal connection.
Yeah, and that
and
applies. But again, like Steve and I really don't have a whole lot of back. We can't really do a whole lot of that's not really our line of any expertise or
No,
historic
and I get
knowledge
it.
or
I
anything
get
like
it,
that. So it's just kind of like something that we just have to sit here and go, okay. But like
and I
there's
get
not
that,
a lot of
and
that's
there are
fine. If
things I'm
that's
I'm
it,
not
just
an expert at, and
no.
I
But I mean,
I go
like
like, okay,
yeah. I mean, if
sure,
you want
sure.
to, that's it. But I mean, you're not. I feel that I just wanted to explain our lack of response in these. It's not a lack of interest or understanding of human
No,
or
no,
sympathy in the human condition or anything like that. It's just not knowledgeable about it. It's hard to really speak to
no, I totally get it.
yeah.
Honestly, I prefer like if people would just be quiet and listen.
Sure, who wouldn't?
When we're talking about those things,
Yeah. Well, I mean, in any instance, if you're passionate about something, you do want people to be quiet and listen. I understand that
Well,
entirely.
it's not even it's necessarily about my passion. Like if you guys were Arabs or Bedouins or,
Oh,
Druze, I
great.
would,
Passion I just meant as far as like it's in your heart. That's what I meant.
yeah,
By
okay.
passion.
Okay,
Okay. I
fair.
didn't mean like you're in love with it passionately or however you assumed I meant when I said passion. I just meant,
I
your
meant
heart, speaking from your
knowledgeable.
heart. Yeah.
I meant knowledgeable,
Okay. So
No,
yeah.
yeah, and that's not like a diss on y'all, for not being
No, no,
knowledgeable.
no,
You
no.
guys
There's
are,
so many, too
it
many. We're playing
doesn't,
whack-a-mole here with things to know about and learn about. There's way
I
too
get
much
it. I
going on.
totally get it.
Way too much going on. Yeah. But again, every time I'm in any YouTube forum or chat or whatever, if I'm able to, I always put release the Epstein files just for fun, whether it's on gardening or
No, I totally, I
I just
totally,
keep
I
putting it out
totally,
there.
totally agree with that.
That's the only thing I got.
My issue is like there are so many things that need to be talked about, and while this is among them, it's become like I don't know. I had like a French word pop in my head, but it's not the right one. It's like become like the only thing.
Well, I follow cultists, and you know how I think we talked about this before that there's a new definition of cult that people are talking about these days that isn't about the way we are trained to think about, like from the 80s and the 90s and like Jim Jones and Charlie Manson and shit like that. That is a cult, obviously, but there's a new definition that's much broader, and it's about coercive control, and
Mhm.
that a lot of belief systems are cultish in that, like with, let's say, polygamy, like Mormonism and the polygamy thing.
Yeah.
These women, they say, oh, I believe in God, and so that's why I'm doing this, and this is my choice. Well, technically it's their choice, but when you tell somebody that this is what you have to do or you go to hell, it
Hold on a
becomes
second. Do
coercive.
you guys hear my weirdos? No?
No.
Okay.
Who's your weirdo?
I hear my
What
weirdos.
are they doing?
No.
Okay, I didn't know.
I
But
just hear John's loud voice
Oh.
yeah.
mumbling something.
Well, that's fun. No, no, your
So
mic
I'm
is not
sorry for
picking it.
this
No, no, no,
interruption.
that's fine. So with this respect, with respect to the Epstein files, there's a reason why it needs to maintain the news because it's actually one of the, okay, as it was explained, it's like MAGA had a mission, like Trump co-opted a already cultish situation
Yeah,
with the Tea
the
Party, right?
whole,
And
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
turned it into about himself,
Supremacists,
white
yeah.
supremacist, right?
Yeah.
And he not only, while he was turning it on about himself, what he was able to do is
Mhm.
create this mission that there was this deep state out there. And he was the one that was going to destroy the deep state. And over time, the deep state took the form of Epstein files. So that when Epstein committed suicide, there were memes everywhere that said the one thing that both sides can agree on is that Epstein didn't kill himself, right? Because
And
everyone,
that's true.
right? And the Dems were like, well, out there, yeah, it's not a deep state, but there's definitely a bunch of rich perverts out there that are trafficking children and women. So,
Yeah.
like, obviously, they're all in it. And then these guys, however, almost came to this, the MAGA came to almost the same exact conclusion, except they're all in it, except Trump, right? So here we are. And when he says that he's going to release these files and they get all fucked up, he's excited, yeah, 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 yeah. And then he hands them out and then he denies them. He's just essentially really caused a lot of these heads to break. So it's our job to kind of continue letting that light, like it happens, it's not a willful thing, it just happens to them. So they've taken the mission away from them and thrown it down, so that's not the mission anymore. And there's a lot of them that are really going to have a hard time, that are having a hard
They
time.
don't have it. Yeah,
And we
absolutely.
need to make sure that that doesn't go, that energy, that they have somewhere to put that energy, that we could actually harness it as progressive minded people, because there's not that much
We
difference
need to
between
encourage Dan Bonjo
all of it.
or
Yeah.
Banjo, whatever.
Bongina, I think we're calling him.
Bongino.
Yeah. Seriously though.
Don't say it. No, I am serious.
Yes. And there's a leaving Trump movement, and people are trying to like give each other support, and because a lot of people are feeling stupid, because a lot of people, it becomes, if they lied about, if he's lying about this, then what else? right? The thing starts unraveling
Duh.
for some people. So that's the problem. So that's the deal. And that's why that dirty picture matters a lot, because it keeps putting it on the scale with, like, look, he was friends with this guy. Like, they, ew. And did you know
Like there was so much evidence
there
that
still
they were
is?
friends.
Yes.
Like
There's
you
one
don't
guy.
even need the list
You
to
should
know that
no,
he's on the
no, of
list.
course not. It's stupid. There's so much other shit out there. But there was actually, and this is public record too. There's all kinds of stuff that's already public record that if people are willing to think about it in this term, like, let's keep it up. But some guy who was working in AC got word that the big VIP people were coming, and they were going to be doing like calendar girls of whatever. And
Mhm.
so he had to get like teenage girls together for this like calendar thing that they were going to who's the prettiest of each month or something stupid like that.
Who the
So he got,
fuck is
it
doing
gets
that for
better. No, no, it gets
kids?
better. It gets better. So he got all these girls together, and in walks Trump and Epstein. And that's it. And he just tells the guy, you can go. And the guy's like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he delivered this guy girls for a beauty pageant, and there was no pageant. It was just two old farts sitting there going like, yeah, yeah, we're just gonna have the girls walk around for us for a while. You can go away. And that's on the record. You can look that up. I'll give you that link if you want. But is that
I would totally,
crazy? That's disgusting.
I believe you. I don't need to. I don't need to. Like,
Mhm.
I don't
Disgusting.
need my day disturbed
Yeah,
any further than it
yeah.
is.
That's disgusting, right? That's disgusting.
It
And then
is disgusting.
number two thing, this girl went on the record. This is the second one. There's only two. This is the second one. I swear to God, I won't monopolize it. But she worked for Epstein when he was in the Trump stage, hanging out. And she was, it was later at night, like 9 o'clock, and she got a call from Epstein. It was like, we need this, that, blah, blah, blah at the office. And she'd been out on a run anyway. So she's like, well, I'll just run by the office. She runs by the office. She goes up there and she's like waiting for Epstein. And she's like in her running outfit, but just all sweaty, gross, whatever. And as she explained herself, she's like, I'm not a beautiful woman. And she was on a phone call, but she's like, I'm not a beautiful woman. I'm just a regular any old woman. Like, I wasn't like whatever. Trump walks in and just gives her like this look, and he's staring at her like legs and looking at her, and she's like, I felt like I was lunch. And she's like, what is going on? And then Epstein walks in, and Epstein's like, oh, no, 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 not her. Come here. And then leads Trump to a different room, and then comes back to what's her face, and they work on whatever they're supposed to work on. But ew,
Yeah, ill.
nine
Like the
o'clock at
whole
night. What the hell is that?
the lot of them are just like gross.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's so
even
gross.
Alan Dershowitz, like that
Uh,
dude is weird.
ugh.
Like I
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah. But like, ew, ew, ew. And these people that gotta keep talking. They gotta keep it out. And that's what's coming across my feed now, because people are pissed and shit's coming out. And I don't think the bots are not doing a great job with it. And I think that's probably, I still think Russia's having problems because their bots are not, they're only here or there, but they're not, they used to be everywhere. So I think they're cutting back
Well,
too.
that's why he's backed off of all that.
Right? The money. Yeah. Yeah. His check bounced or whatever. Yeah. Mm. Anyway, so that's mine. I'm done. I think I touched on that last week, but I'm glad I got it all out. Thank you. We can talk about anything else now. Just I think this is Steve's turn to monologue if he wants to, or you can go back to Corey. I'm fine if Corey has anything else prepared. I'm excited.
Yeah, I want to hear Steve's monologue.
Oh, I don't have one
Well, you
prepared.
can just
I didn't
repeat.
know. Yeah,
Just
yeah,
riff.
yeah.
Take it away.
Oh yeah, that was
What's grinding your gears today?
Yeah.
well, that was well, I mean, again, this is interesting. We're still on the Trump thing. How he came out and said he's going to levy these sanctions, but then he gives him his 50 days to do it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Putin.
come on,
That's the taco meme all over again.
right?
Yes.
I mean, again, like he's like, oh, we're going to give you this, that, and the other. But basically, the one guy put it well. He's just like, it's just an arms sale to Europe with a pretend we're going to get those Russians. Like it's like that's nothing. That's you're just selling somebody. You just made an arms deal.
Right, and we had already said we were
Congratulations.
going to give them, and so he blocked that, and then he said, "By the way, you're actually going to buy them."
Now it's a sale. Yes. Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
And he still wasn't giving them yet,
And the
right?
annoying part, right? And the
Yeah.
annoying part was the news covered it as some kind of a breaking thing, like, "Oh wow, we've really made progress here." And then when you think about it, no, not really. So they're just
Eh,
in such a hurry to jump on anything.
yeah, I agree. Like it's almost like there's like two battles like going on at the same time.
Hmm.
The battle on the in the news of uplifting Trump, you know, for even the most minor,
Yeah.
you know, things,
Hmm.
and then also the battle to call out like, the corruption and hypocrisy
Right.
Yep.
at the
Yep.
same time. And it's weird.
It is very weird. Oh, and doesn't he look awful this week? Isn't he so sick and gross?
I had heard something. I gotta see it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, for a minute, and
Fine. You
I'll
talk
see if I
amongst
can.
yourselves. But yes, I think he looks like hell these days. I think his bruising on his hand is definitely an IV. If you Google IV bruises, you're gonna see all those that look just like it. And it was even raised in the middle.
Hmm. Yeah.
So there's no way that wasn't that. I'm coughing now because I I think I accidentally sprayed like bleach on ammonia in the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
Like
Caught
gassed
the little
myself.
bomb. Yeah.
Gassed myself.
Okay, so Trump was diagnosed this week with something called chronic venous
Mhm.
insufficiency,
Yes.
which
Which is a
is,
symptom, not really a diagnosis.
yeah, it's a condition that affects blood flow in the legs.
The blood flow
Uh,
the fluid seeps out of his veins into
yeah,
because the blood doesn't get to his heart sufficiently. Instead it
it,
pools.
and apparently that was why his cankles were so
Yeah.
swollen.
He must have the grossest feet.
I don't want to think about that at all.
I'm thinking about it just to scare
I don't like
myself.
thinking about my feet.
I know, right? But they're down there. I don't have to think about it. But think about how gross his must be. Big,
Ugh.
poor Melania. Like she has to look at those things every once in a while. I'm sure it's like, ugh.
She don't look at those things. She don't look at that.
Hopefully.
She barely talks to him.
Yeah, I hope so. It's pretty gross. He's so gross. So yeah, so there's that. He's smearing more makeup on his face, smearing it on his hands. And the thing is, Venus, whatever that thing that it is that he has, it's a symptom. It's not a diagnosis. So what they're saying is we're gonna at least say that, yeah, he's got some problems with his veins. And yeah, it could be anything. It could be congestive. It's probably congestive heart failure is what most people are suggesting based on all the other things you can see him going through. And that
That's
can last.
probably the case, the co-pilot here says no.
Right?
But
Oh,
co-pilot doesn't know. All he knows is what's reported. So
yeah. But that's what some doctors were kind of like hinting at that from when they break it down. They're like, by this time, it's usually some sort of, but congestive heart failure can like just be a chronic condition as well, right?
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was interesting. I can't remember who I had heard, talking about his cankles earlier,
It's so
this
gross.
week. But yeah, the two things like seem like, I don't know. It seems like, there's some larger issue going on.
Definitely. Ew. Sorry, I put in I put in Trump feet pics.
Ooh,
No, it's AI. You don't want to see. You totally don't want to see. But I can't stop looking. Okay, I'll stop looking.
Oh, and there's something else I just remembered that annoyed the shit out of me. HYY ran a story last week.
hmm
Uh, Headlined, "A year after Trump's near assassination, friends and allies see some signs of a changed man."
Oh my ass.
Right? And I'm like, wait a minute, HYY is running this, and it actually gets worse. It's an AP story that they're sharing. And
Oh.
basically, they're interviewing people talking about how he believes it's divine intervention that he was saved from the bullet.
Sure he does. He doesn't know
Yeah.
what divine is. He thinks divine means him.
Right? It's fucking amazing. And they're like, as evidence that he's a changed man, they're like, well, he has photos and a painting of it in various parts in the White House, and it's like, yeah, the guy is like
That does that tracks with how he's always
right,
been.
he's a fucking narcissist. He wants to show people, look what I survived and how great I am. Like again, like what the fuck? And that passes for news these days.
I
And I
agree.
think
Totally.
HYY ran it because they're trying to run for cover now that they're getting their money pulled out.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're cutting PBS and like other,
They're taking it back, which is even worse.
Right?
that
Cutting
is
it, they're like scrambling it back.
Rescission is what they call it.
that's worse.
Well,
That's
It
horrible.
is. So they've already allotted all this shit. They've already probably paid people or contracted people. So people are going to lose their jobs. Like someone has a show and like imagine if we had a show and then they have to tell you like sorry, no more funding. Like imagine how excited you'd be to get paid to do a show and then have that taken from you. Like what a dick.
It would be terrible. That would be the
It's horrible.
what it would be like, what the fuck?
I know.
Yeah.
And you like already counted on that. Like I applied for a loan with that salary. Now you don't it's taking it away. Like that's just messed up.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's cruel. And okay, and then we destroyed food and we destroyed contraceptives rather than give them to people. Yep. We were sitting
I
on
knew about the food thing, and that was on my list of things to talk about. I had kind of forgotten for a minute, but I
right.
didn't know about the contraceptive part.
Yeah, it's nearly $10 million worth of contraceptive, The Guardian. As part of President's the end to foreign aid, destruction of the long-acting contraceptives will cost taxpayers $167,000. It is decided to destroy $9.7 million worth of contraceptives rather than send them abroad to women in need. So destroying them is going to cost taxpayers almost $200,000, as well as all of the contraceptives that are being destroyed for no reason. Because you don't want women in Africa to be able to not have babies they can't take care of.
It's so stupid. Like the whole movement, it with regard to, allowing women the choices over their own body is like so incredibly stupid.
Yep.
Like in one breath, you're telling, these folks, all these folks, women, across the world, that you have to, either, pull yourself up by your bootstraps or whatever, or stay home with your kids or whatever crazy fascistic, nonsense they're spouting about that day,
Mhm.
and then on the other hand, when they're trying to, exercise a little bit of control in their lives so that they can do the things they say they want you to do, which is be productive ultimately. They're like, nah, we'd rather destroy this than ever let you have any bit of control over your own life.
I know.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a waste. It's a waste. Food, that's how they feel. They don't want to feed kids. They don't want to, and they want women to be stuck with kids they can't feed, which is like the worst thing a person can live through. I imagine having a baby you can't feed.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine a worse horror in a person's life.
A lot of people, you okay?
No, I inhaled it.
Oh,
That's okay. No, fine.
a lot of people in like circles that I travel in, like think of, Islamist groups as like a death cult.
Mhm.
NAGA is a
Oh, yeah.
death cult,
Fundamental
but like
Christians.
worse.
Oh yeah,
Like,
right. They're
because
spreading it. Yeah.
they want it to be a very slow, torturous death cult.
They like punishment. They
Yeah.
enjoy the idea of punishment.
Like starving to death is like one of the worst ways to go. Like
Oh God.
I've experienced hunger and struggling to be able to get food, in my youth.
That's
You know,
psychologically, that's traumatic for people.
it is.
It
It is, and it's just like it's an ongoing like pain. Like it's a gnawing It's like having a squirrel in your stomach that's eating its way through you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Why would you wish that on like
Anyone.
why? It doesn't and they're cruel, right? Like MAGA is so cruel. Who would wear alligator who's happy that people get eaten by alligators? What sick fuck? Like I don't want MAGA being eaten by alligator. I don't want criminals eaten by alligator. I don't want anybody eaten by, can we not have people eaten by alligators? Like I don't understand why people think that's fun.
You know who would think an alligator Alcatraz is funny?
Who?
Florida man.
Oh no.
Because Florida man would be out there riding
Yeah.
those alligators into the sunset.
Oh my gosh. So messed up.
Mhm.
But I heard a neat breakdown on punishment, and that their premise is that we were all punished, all of us have been punished as kids or know what that feels like, right? I mean, we've
Right.
all, and some of it to different degrees.
Yeah.
And people like to say like, oh, the nuns beat me up, but we survived. And the main point you have to remember is, first off, you may have survived, but
A lot of kids
punishing
did.
a lot of kids didn't. A lot of people unalive themselves. A lot of people do risky behavior. A lot of people fall into addiction. A lot of people have some serious problems when you punish them, when they're punished as a child instead of the world explained to them, right? Like this is not how we teach people. This is not how the best person. This is not the how you make a good person. You become a good person despite being beaten. You don't become a good person because you were beaten, right? And so, but the people that don't understand that, right? And they're like, let's make your MAGA brain. And what you think is that when you've learned that violence solves things. So or punishing solves things. So you look at the world and you've got all this
Violence
shit
does solve
happening.
things.
Huh? Okay.
Violence
All
does
right.
solve
All right. But overall.
things.
So you feel that your world is awful. It doesn't make sense. So you want to punish it back into action. You want to punish it so the world works better for you. So that's how they're thinking. And that's why they like Trump, because Trump is punishing the world and we're going to put it back, because that's how you put the world back. And it's
I
like the
actually thought you were going to be
Democrats.
talking about there was like a new rule put back in place that like kids can now be
Oh
on
yeah,
corporal
they're
punishment.
yeah. I've seen it's all related, but I'm just saying like their cruelty and what's like, oh, I was always confused as to why they got such a hard on for suffering and what the hell is going on, and are they just the meanest people in the world? Well, it's not necessarily that they're so mean, but they've been damaged. The chances are they've been punished, and they think that violence and punishment is how the world works. And just imagine that they look at Dems that are like, it's everybody talk it out. And they're like, like, oh my God, that'll never work. They're just wait, oh, that's why the world's a mess. The world's a mess because people are trying to talk things out when obviously you just got to beat it into them. And it's such a misunderstanding of the way the world and people work, because obviously that doesn't work. If that worked, we'd all be in line because some great, dictator would have punished everybody and we'd all be in line. But that doesn't work. But they don't know that, so they're dumb. And if you
That
don't have
only works for bullies.
that's it. And it only works in temporary situations, right? And you can't bully a nation. It just doesn't work. You can't bully a population. You
No.
can't. You can do it for a little while, but then eventually it falls apart. It's never worked entirely, but they keep trying. And that's what we got. We got MAGA.
That is indeed what we got.
That's it. But maybe the cracks are coming. Maybe they're when they see their golden tablets are not, their golden their guy that's going to get the deep state is actually part of it. Maybe that will help.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see. In the meantime, they'll find a way to make it about Jews.
Oh yeah, I did hear something recently.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was the conspiracy theory that Epstein was part of Mossad or something.
Yes.
Right.
That was it. Yeah.
Wow.
No, Ghislaine, her dad was Mossad. Her dad was Mossad, so that's where he got his money from, because no one knows where he got his money. Why would his ex-girlfriend give him? I don't.
Yeah, they never really make sense. But apparently
It's not meant to. It's meant to just go around and around. And you can put anything into it, right?
That's what's in the manosphere, whatever the fuck that is nowadays.
It's amazing. Did you rant yet? Oh yeah, you did a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's we'll see what happens with HYY, but yeah, that ain't looking good for them.
No, it's not looking good. There's a lot of things that are very unfortunate, like that happened around this time, that make me wonder. You know, I like the Elmo hack. Like, I really wonder.
What was the
What was
Elmo
Elmo?
hack?
Oh, you guys didn't hear?
No.
No.
Elmo
Wait,
apparently
Elmo.
was hacked last weekend.
Oh, was the MFR comment? No.
No,
Okay, sorry, go
it
ahead.
was a lot worse than that.
Oh no. What happened? What was
He
Elmo?
went full Nazi.
Oh
Elmo went
no.
full fucking Nazi.
Oh no. Oh no. Elmo. I thought it was what's his face is
Let me.
um it was what's that name? Grok went full Nazi. Yeah, Elmo returns to X after hacked anti-Semist outburst.
Anti-Semitic, yeah.
Anti-Semitic, sorry.
Wow.
He went full Nazi.
Damn.
Elmo. Goodness gracious. Well, that's unfortunate. After the Grok went, yeah. So it looks like that's so weird. Oh my God, Elmo. Well, he is red.
Elmo did. Elmo loves Jews.
Elmo.
All the Jews knew Elmo. No, Elmo loves.
You guys,
Jews.
they go way back.
He's been a Shabbat.
So how
I
did
think they actually did do that on Sesame Street.
What?
What did he
I
do?
think they actually did that on Sesame Street.
Oh, that's so
That is
cute.
cool.
Is Elmo Jewish?
No.
Oh, that'd be cool if he was. Are there any Jewish characters that are like permanent characters that you know they're Jewish?
I don't know, but let me look.
Like I'm sure they've probably been like, we're gonna introduce Seth or whatever. Like they do like the kid with AIDS, the kid with whatever, but they're a stay around character. Was Mr. Hooper. He was a merchant.
On. So,
Oh, Elmo. Thank you for being kind to Elmo and all the people in your neighborhood, Elmo wrote.
Mr. Hooper. And
He was.
they did a special called Shalom Street.
Oh, cool. It was Mr. Hooper. See, he was a merchant. That's awesome.
Oscar the Grouch is considered Jewish.
That's a little weird.
No, it
I
isn't.
don't know how I feel about that.
No, it isn't.
No.
Think of me as a Sesame Street character. And what do you fucking have? You have fucking Oscar the Grouch. Just ask them. They'll tell you.
It's funny. So Oscar and Mr. Hooper.
Grover has been featured in Jewish themed books.
Grover
Like
could
it's a mitzvah
could be Jewish.
Grover.
Grover could be. He's very intellectual.
Krusty the Clown.
Oh, well, obviously, but that's not Sesame Street.
Yeah, so there's and they actually did two recent episodes that featured or three featured that featured Jewish, themes. So
That's nice. That makes sense. They technically took place in New York, so that makes a lot of sense. I'm sure like Bette Midler's been on and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, of course.
And like I said, they have Shalom Sesame, which is like a fusion between
Oh, cool.
the Israeli counterpart
Mhm.
and Sesame Street, which
Oh, fun.
had a number of Jewish characters
That's nice.
in it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. They need to show more of that stuff.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah,
I
good.
forgot what I was talking about.
I don't know. We
before
did.
that.
We Elmo came up, and then went down the rabbit hole.
We did.
Elmo's before, after my time. I didn't have Elmo when we had Sesame. I was too old for Sesame Street even.
He was too old for my time too, but I obviously
Yeah, you had a second time.
yeah.
He's way past Sesame Street though. What is he watching
Yes.
now?
YouTube weird shit.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Mostly
what kids. I
Minecraft.
hear that's what most kids just like watch YouTube now.
Minecraft.
Mhm.
He was into Bluey for a long time.
That's cute.
It is. I like Bluey.
Yeah, yeah. Does he are there like parental controls on your YouTube? Like how does that work with kids?
It's through my account, so
Mhm.
I monitor,
Yeah.
what he's watching,
Mhm.
and he can't do anything about it. So
Oh, right. Yeah, because it's your account. Nice.
Hmm.
Very clever. So yeah, what are you up to for your the rest of the week?
today I am stripping the paint off of the stairs.
Oh, that's a big job.
Mm, it'll get done today, most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Do you have like a machine, or are you using chemicals?
chemicals.
Okay.
There's like a paint stripper gel that we have
Nice.
that we've coated it with, and when I get off, it'll be all nice and bubbly.
Yeah,
And I'll just.
that can be satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
It was very annoying yesterday when I started the first 2 stairs,
Uh-huh.
but that only took us like a half hour to do.
Mhm.
Nice.
We started it late because Saturdays generally
Yeah, yeah.
is, but yeah, it'll probably take us today to strip all the paint off of it.
Mhm.
The hardest part will be the risers, because apparently there's like extra layers of paint
Oh, wow.
under it.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know that until last night when I was trying to get the risers
Yeah.
on the 2 stairs that we did do. And I realized that we have to do it a second time because there was just too much.
It's been painted a lot.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Mhm.
So
That's neat.
after we do that, get all of that done, sanded,
Mm.
and prepped,
Mhm.
we're gonna take like little river stones,
Mhm.
little flat river
Yeah.
stones, and that's what we're gonna mortar to like the risers, like the
Mhm.
part that's like this.
Yes, yes.
We're gonna do that all the way up, and then
Wow.
we're gonna stain the tops of the stairs
How pretty.
and put lacquer on them.
How pretty. Where'd you get that idea?
That was Danny's idea.
How cool. That's neat.
Initially, my idea was to put like red brick
Uh-huh.
there, because that wall that's next to our stairs,
Mhm.
if you can visualize
Yep,
it,
yep. It's
is going to be all like faux red brick
Mhm.
all the way down,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually we'll redo the little things that hold the handle thing up
the
in like
banister.
in like wrought iron, with just the big posts
Yeah.
being wood, and that'll be all cleaned down, and it'll be like varnished wood as well.
Mhm.
And then we're gonna put in a faux fireplace.
Mhm. A
Um
fireplace, like a gas fireplace, is that what you mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
It'll either be electric or gas. I don't know.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll look pretty.
Exactly.
Just something
yes,
you don't
yes.
something you don't
and
have to
it'll-
clean out. Yeah.
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 Yes.
Well, we don't have an actual chimney, so
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That
Good
was
night,
the
local
one
one.
thing, other than like, a covered front porch,
Mhm.
that I really wanted that I didn't get.
You really wanted a fireplace?
I did.
Really? Why?
Yes, because that's so. Can you imagine after, like, John's gone to bed in the winter, on the weekends, me and Danny just sitting in front of the fireplace? how romantic that is?
I don't know. I didn't
Pretty
use my
cool.
fireplace.
Holy
We-
shit, I just realized I just told the whole world I'm
Ah,
fucking
no. Did we used it at Roseanne's house, but he would go crazy with it. He can't be trusted with wood. He just puts all of it in, and he made it so
It's all about a
big.
blaze.
He
Yeah,
the glass burst. We had to
Oh,
yeah, that's how big it was.
oh wow.
Oh, it's not romantic.
That's
It's an
impressive.
inferno. Yeah, yeah.
So
It's-
impressive.
yeah.
It's seriously, it's
pyromania.
yeah, he's got a problem.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
forgive me for not following you on the romance thing, because I'm just remembering shattering glass and people looking. And I mean, it's not even here. It's like we go someplace where they're like, "Oh, look, there's fire pits." I'm like, "Oh no!" And then the next thing you know, there's like this giant inferno, and everyone's
That's
just
that's the other thing eventually I want to get is like a smokeless fire pit
Oh
for
yeah,
the backyard.
They're
smokeless.
nice.
Make smoke.
My brother has one. There's the big round ones, right?
Yeah, yeah, and the way that it's the way the air's circulated
Oh,
that makes it smokeless.
They're
neat.
awesome. Yeah, they're nice looking too.
Yeah,
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 yeah. That'd be cool.
yeah.
that's
Yeah, we
another-
we didn't see your yard. How big is your yard?
It's not very big.
Okay, but big enough. I mean, it could
It's
work.
It's big enough to like it's big enough to grill in and have a couple of chairs,
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
not,
All
know.
you need.
Yeah.
I'm not throwing any parties
No,
back.
no, right. It's not a rave.
That was it. That was the third thing I that was on my wish list
Was what?
of having a decent sized backyard.
Oh, right, right. And that was the compromise. But you had great location and all the other things that you were the big important.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
it was in our price range, and the bank was gonna actually finance it.
It always helps.
Yeah, there was one up the
Mhm.
one of the first ones we were looking at was up in our near our old place. It had a huge yard, front and backyard. It was gorgeous.
Mm.
It had a fireplace, it had like everything we wanted, except there was some damage to the chimney that needed to be repaired.
Yeah.
And it was a fixer upper,
Yeah.
but it was like a fun sort of fixer upper,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
not like one that you're like, I don't know if I can live here while I'm doing this,
Right.
but like, and it would have been perfect for us. But we, at the time, we didn't know if we had to have federally subsidized loan,
Mhm.
or if we could get like a regular loan.
Right.
And like in the time that we were trying to figure that out with the bank,
Right.
we ended up obviously getting
Yeah.
a regular loan.
Yeah.
We ended up losing it to somebody else, and I
Isn't
think
that-
everybody was really heartbroken.
Aw.
'Cause it was a huge yard.
Aw.
Like it would have been so awesome for John.
And where was it again?
It was a couple of blocks up from us, from our old place.
Oh,
Like-
so it would have been like still Germantownish.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was like it's like a little subdivision.
Oh,
Yeah, they do have some big houses up that way.
right.
It would have been really, really nice.
Yeah.
But
So
Hashem
you're-
has its plans.
yeah, that's true. So your staircase is bubbling as we speak.
How exciting.
Yes, it is.
That's exciting.
Well, cool. Well,
Yeah, I'll
you know,
be doing most of the sanding myself this week because I'm still waiting on work.
That you're going through another.
Yeah, well, it's been a little bit longer this time because Meta invested like $14 billion,
Mhm.
and so a lot of the other clients ended up pulling out because they felt like with this level of investment from Meta, that it would cause like
yeah.
ethical issues,
Yeah.
and so they pulled out. And
They're
Yeah.
not doing their independent stuff. They figure they'll just dovetail with them or whatever, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of changes happening behind the scenes at the
Interesting.
moment.
It's interesting. You're gonna have a great story on how, the beginning of AI and how the industry was trying in different fits and starts, right? It's kind of cool.
I'm just glad that I get to
Mm.
be a part of this, you know. You know, I've covered, you know, and uplifted a lot of voices, you know, over the years, but I feel like this allows me like to be a part of like the future, you know, a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
It is. It's like it's neat. You get to kind of help and kind of see, and it's going to give you an edge in you know, understanding when people are, you know, when AI stuff
Yeah.
starts becoming more of an issue with people in day-to-day life, you have much better comprehension of it.
Mhm.
That's nice.
And honestly, after doing it, I feel like I can almost take on any job that you put in front of me fairly quickly. Like I've answered questions and researched things that like I never thought like even give a second thought to.
Right, right, because that was what they were giving you all kinds of things to work
Yeah,
on.
like, you know, how do you like manage inventory for a pharmaceutical company
Wow.
or, you know, a pharmacy
Right,
or a chemical company?
right,
Like now I know how to fucking do it.
right, right. At least you know all the things they're talking about and all the things they need AI to know and the things that they assess and that sort of stuff. That's wild.
And I learn it in like very short periods of time.
Yeah, so it'll
That's
stick.
the that's the you know, people go to school to learn about these things and get for like years and years and years. Here I am like learning this shit in like a matter of a half hour
Yeah,
to
and
an
I'm sure,
hour.
yes, I'm sure it's the same.
It's not the same, but like you know, over like long periods of time, you
It's
know.
great. I feel the same way when I research articles and stuff like that, and I feel like, oh my God, I know about trees now, you know, things like that. So I get it. I get the feeling. I love it. It's always good when work can stimulate that part and you learn stuff. So I love that.
Yes. No,
I
I
think
do
it's
too.
great,
I do too.
agree, agree. And that's why we're doing the same thing, I think. You got to be curious to be a writer or a photographer or an artist or a podcaster or whatever. You have to have some
Absolutely.
curiosity, right?
Absolutely.
I think so. All right, so I'm curious about our week coming up and I guess anything we need to think about moving forward so that when we come back to this conversation next time,
We'll see where the Epstein thing is. That'll be part of it.
yeah.
Will he? Won't he?
Yeah.
Probably not.
That's a good bet.
Maybe it'll kill him. Maybe this
With any
the
hope.
Rupert Murdoch the stress of all this. Maybe
That would be awesome.
his little hands, you know, and his disgust, his shoe falls off.
Breaks up into just an awful.
Well,
I'll
if he
sue.
does,
Yeah.
if it does, there is a fine place in hell,
I think so.
and there will be some interesting tortures.
No, I think maybe he'll
We
live.
can
He
all
will.
hope.
I think hell will have a hard. He won't go. He's like that. Like when he stood in the audience for the trophy.
The cup.
Like I think he's not. I think he'll like be dead, and the angels and people will be like trying to shove him on. And he'll just be wandering. He's gonna be like possess a Ouija board. He's gonna possess something. We're never gonna get rid of him. I guarantee it. You're never gonna. I don't know what would
I
he
know because he
possess?
has what
What would
three
he
or
possess?
he has a bunch of
A chair.
disgusting
So
little
don't sit on
trash
it.
kids running about, you know,
Yeah.
also infesting the
Yeah.
world.
Right? Like what would he
Yeah.
like I think he would become like a chair or something in like a pediatrician's office. So young mothers and kids will be sitting on him and he'll like that or something weird.
Anyway, we'll have a chance to talk about it next week. The dead Trump would be great.
Dead Trump! Dead Trump!
Dead Trump. Dead Trump.
We're getting deported.
Yes, absolutely.
That's why we waited till the end to begin our chant, but
Yeah.
doesn't make it any less powerful.
We get to go to the Netherlands.